I went somewhere, Jonathan, this week. I'd like to share with you where I went.
Where did you go?
There is an auction held by Julian's Auctions called The Collection of the King of Pop, property from the life and career of Michael Jackson. When Neverland, whatever the deal is, it was sold and monies and owed.
There's a bunch of crazy shit going on with
like,
it.
Don't
if you guys
take my
don't
shit.
know that, please don't take my shit.
They took everything out of Neverland, and in the vacant, empty Robinson's May on Merv Griffin Way next to the Beverly Hilton, they recreated Neverland by taking 1,400 items and putting them all up for auction. Apparently, Michael didn't want this to happen. He said he wanted a list of the things so he could go through and say, you can't get rid of that. I want that. Don't do that. They said, fuck it, and put the thing up. Tuesday morning, this auction went on view to the public. You can rest assured that I was there at 9:59 a.m.
Thank you.
Coming right through, like me and like several Japanese camera crews. And literally, I was the only person there. There was some people with some laminates, but I bum rushed the joint, bypassed the $50 like glossy program. For one, it's a $200 box set to like get a picture of everything that's in the fucking. Gave them. They were like, "That's $20." I was like, "Here, thank you." Like 50, 100, I don't care. Like thank you.
I'm here.
It was so early. Like just had like a coffee and was like running by the guy to get in. As I was getting in, they had the doors open. You walk through the gates of Neverland. They set the gates up. And before I got
did they
in,
look all disheveled like they did, like right at the end? Remember? Did you see
like,
the picture? Remember, it was like how beautiful
away.
it used to be, and then
Like,
one of them was like hanging off the
like,
side. It was
sorry.
so fucked up.
No, it was magical, is what it was. And when I was on the red carpet running into, you look down a hallway and you see an enormous like portrait of him. And before I even got in, I was like, oh my god! There's like you can see like you know when you. Like however many albums sold, like those things that's like covered in albums. You can see one for Bad, like right like on the wall, like when I was peeking in and like knocked the security guy in. I got in there and was like, cuckoo, like, and just went from room to room and basically had like a fucking.
How many rooms was it like laid out in?
They laid out his room of like his home furnishings, which is all like it's like being in fucking it's like all Renaissance, like golden fucking everything is just creepo. Yeah. You know, like where the fuck I'm in Versailles.
Yeah.
It's like everything. So many thrones and like and a whole equestrian room and oil paintings of kids everywhere you look. Paintings that look like, oh, that looks, you know, like an 18th century or 17th century painting, but the closer you get, you realize it's Michael Jackson in the painting, like every single one of them. It looks like a normal painting. It's like somebody on horseback in the woods and like a maiden and an apple, and then you get up and you're like, oh, it's Michael Jackson again. Like, dude, like chill with this.
Chill with like
life-size statues of him, like
the royal
everywhere.
Portrait taking, like it's like that whole
that kind of vibe.
The king of pop,
and then
literally like
thrones
this is like,
and there's a huge screen like playing concerts. Yeah, he's obviously the biggest superstar ever. When they show a concert and he's playing in like Bucharest, that's when it gets fucking creepy because there's like 20,000 people. From 5 to 80 and they're
hysterically crying.
It's creepy enough if you saw him at the Forum, you'd be like, this is so crazy. If you're in Bucharest, fucked. I'm just standing there like I can't make eye contact with anyone because everyone is like laminates in Japanese, like literally. There was a white dude with a Japanese crew and I was like, oh, he's a white dude, and then he walked up to a Japanese one and was like, and started speaking Japanese. I was like, fuck it, like I'm so fucked. But I'm here and I'm looking at everything and I'm losing my fucking mind.
And so did you actually watch auctions go down?
No, it's the whole deal was apparently I get a phone call later in the day because I'm walking around in a fucking haze, like because it was the full panic attack that ensued. There was an injunction that went down at like 3:30 that afternoon, and a judge they like delivered a paper saying stop this. It can't. I want my shit back. Like I need it back. Now, when you walk in, there's the grounds from Neverland with hundreds of bronze like statues of kids at play, like playing jacks and like girls laughing and pigtails and like on carousels, like hundreds of them. Go-karts, like Literally, like you're getting when you see
you went to
25
Neverland Ranch.
When you see 25
You went to
go-kart,
Neverland
dude,
Ranch.
I was taking my pants off like in the arcade. I was like, there was like a karate champ. I was like, oh, literally, like, hey, sir, could you pull your pants up?
Yeah.
Like, oh, I'm sorry, I'm just
I
getting
love it.
ready.
Where's Blanket?
I'm just like getting ready to play here
Blanket?
because these games are so crazy. Like, oh, is that ET? Oh no, that is ET. Like that kind of shit. Like, oh, there's two ETs. Like this is the ET that was used in. You know what I mean? Like, oh, is that a Lego? Like, is that Darth Vader? Like out of Legos with like talking to me and in his Peter Pan Neverland room where I'm standing there and I look over and I'm like, there's a baby like reaching out to me. I'm like, what the fuck? There's like an animatronic baby like while I'm standing there all by myself, like comes alive, like coo, 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 like moving its arm and its leg, like Michael, dude.
Oh boy.
Go-karts, ATCs, like a Simpsons, like electric bikes, like any possible toy, carousels, wagons. I was like, is that a fire truck? Oh, that's a fire truck. What department is that? Oh, that's the Neverland Fire Department. Literally like a fire truck for sale from the Neverland Fire Department. Like, are you cool, dude? Pictures of him like Ronald Reagan, letters from people, of basketball from Michael Jordan. Can't wait to meet you. Like Michael Jordan. I can't. I mean, I can't.
Any magic shit? He's dead into magic. I know that.
No, not a Beatles. Like a lot of Elvis shit. Like, like real shit. Like From Sun Studios of like Sam Phillips having written on like an Elvis. Like a lot of
his collection.
Yeah,
of
his
shit.
collection. Like a lot of recreations of shit.
But so it didn't go down. So it didn't. It got stopped.
I think it got stopped, but I think that they were gonna keep it open for a couple days for this to let people
see it,
have a full panic attack, to see how many seizures can go down. Like literally, when you're looking at his gloves and his costumes and makeup kits.
But it felt. Did it feel? It wasn't like when public storage, like when dudes don't pay their thing and like all the shit's there. Like I mean, did it feel like you were seeing shit that like I shouldn't be seeing this?
Oh
right
no,
now?
you're at Neverland.
That is awesome.
Yeah, it's not like, oh, like this guy like left his bag behind, like let's sell his like suit coats. No, this is like these are his crazy like
everything
military costumes that he wears when he leaves the fucking house, like and creepy kendo photos and. Then, like, these life-size, like, statues of, like, a woman. I'm standing there, and I look over, and there's a woman, like, looking at me, and I'm, like, looking at the woman, but it's not a woman. It's a woman drinking tea. Like, don't do that. When I walked in, I, like, nodded at the cop, because that's what I do. When I see cops, I nod at them. I have respect, because I watch Cops. It's not a cop, Seth. It's a fake cop next to this limo. It's not real, and you're nodding at it, you douchebag. It's so early you're nodding at things that don't exist. But everywhere. Like, everywhere. I mean, Michael.
Yeah.
I went to Neverland.
Congratulations.
I got as close as I can get to Neverland.
Yeah.
And at one point, my pants
Netherland.
somehow I went not
I went
there.
to Netherlands.
Netherland. That guy's bottomless. You walk into this arcade. You literally say like, "Oh, he fucks kids." Like, there's like every video game you could ever. When I saw Galaga, that was it. My pants were off, and I just like, let's do this thing. Like. Crazy machines that make things that don't, like pina colada, like slushies, like even the antique, like you would see it in an amusement park in the 70s or the 80s, like it's a party.
Yeah.
It's a straight party. A lot of miniatures, a lot of Walt Disney shit, but Walt Disney was there. Like, oh, that's Walt Disney. Like they brought him. Like that's dope.